Hey everybody, welcome to Marcus Fixes Stuff, the show where I teach you how to fix stuff at home so you don't have to pay for an expensive repairman. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to remove the brake light or stoplight switch out of a 2016 Mazda CX-5 and install a new one. That brake light switch can cause all kind of crazy things to happen to your car, so we're going to show you how to do this. Make sure to watch the whole video and I'll show you how much money you will save by doing this yourself. Let's get to work. This is a brake light switch or stoplight switch, and it helps control things like telling your brake lights to go on and off, but it also, when it goes bad, can cause your engine light to come on, your traction control light to come on, the Mazda warning system light to come on, which basically means your car needs attention right away. It can also cause your car not to start if you have push button start, because it doesn't recognize that the brake is pressed down, and it can also make your car not go into gear because it, again, doesn't know the brake light is pressed down. So we're going to find this thing, take the old one off, and put this new one on. This obviously is the brake pedal. You follow that up, and there you have it, the old brake light switch. We're going to give that a little twist, and it'll pull right out of there. And be careful not to pull too hard because there is a cable with some wires connected to it, but we'll unplug that after we get it unhooked. This is the underside of that bracket that holds the switch in place, just so you can see how it's in there and which way you need to turn it. We're going to give this a little clockwise twist, and it pops right out. And then we're going to get our screwdriver and get that wire harness off. If you look right here, there's a line. It's a little groove. That's where you're going to put your screwdriver, and then that piece will pop right out of there when you press on it with your screwdriver. Just like that. I couldn't get a great picture of it, but I got the screwdriver right in there, and I must have hit it just right because this thing just fell right out. So you just got to hit it right, and it will come right out of there. To put the new switch in, match up the switch to the grooves on the plug, and it'll click when you get it in there if we listen. There we go. We're going to take the switch, put it back into the bracket, give it a counterclockwise twist, and see how much money we'll save. The average cost to take your car somewhere and have a mechanic do this for you is $150, but I saw as high as $270 when I was researching on the internet. But we're just going to use $150 for our purposes. It cost me $11 to get this part from Amazon. Obviously, you can buy it from anywhere. Your local auto parts store has it. They run about $22 at those places. So this was a highly rated replacement. $11, that's a great deal. Savings of $139, that's a really great deal. And that's why we do this stuff ourselves. Let's go make sure this thing works. This light right here should turn green when I hit the brake. If it does not turn green, it means that this brake light switch is not any good. Could also mean that the key fob is not in the car, or that the battery in the key fob is dead. But for our purposes, we want it to turn green to show that the new brake light switch is working. And it does, and cranks right up. That looks like another job well done. Thanks for watching Marcus Fixes Stuff. Please subscribe to the channel. We get thousands of views and very few subscribers. So if you're watching this right now, subscribe to it. Very easy to do. Like the video. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them, and I do my best to answer them. I will see you again when something else breaks. God bless.